Alright, so I was getting ready to go, but I had a quick thought and I wanted to just. I feel like I'm doing video logs at this point. Like, it's getting weird. I don't know. It's infatuating at the same time, but. Alright. So, what are the fruits of the Spirit, right? So, very directly, the fruits of the Spirit are, of course, like peace, love, harmony, understanding, faith, dutifulness, like all these things. But remember when I say layers. So remember what I'm telling you guys, elevate your thinking, elevate yourself, because imagine if you could just mentally, I'm painting a picture for you. So as your character, like a crooked spine, someone who has scoliosis, like as your spine gets straighter, when you are rising to the top, when the cream is rising to the top, by following me, right? Listening to my voice. Let me teach you. Let the teacher teach the student, right? And in this case, every child of earth is the student. So whether you're the richest, whether you're the poorest, it doesn't matter. Because if your goal is eternal life in heaven, right, then that's where I come into play, obviously. If your goal is to go to hell, right, then that's not my business, right? Because that's where you're going. But my point is, right, so the gifts of the Spirit in an elevated sense will be you becoming a true Christian, right? Meaning you are connected with me, okay? So as the manager of earth, you're connecting with me as your own little municipality. When I approve, I turn on the electric. I approve when the character spine, right, aligns with my big. Imagine if I had like a sea of water, right, in the air. And everyone is going to be given the opportunity to have a straw. And then you're going to be able to drink from that. That being me. And that is going to give you, in so many different ways, right, like a God power. So, not my power, but your own type of power. So, you would have the ability of not only, manifesting things, but you would have the ability to accomplish a lot more things in creation, working with creation, using the divine power versus relying so heavily upon your machinery, your manufacturing, your technology. So remember, you're a natural being, okay? So all things have natural answers and can be created through the divine will, and you being a part of the will, in the will of me, through the eyes of me, accepted by me, because I'm looking for character traits that are going to be acceptable to me, that are going to be kosher, and all things good and righteous, because we don't want the power falling into the wrong hands. We see what history has shown when that happens. So it's much like in your human world, right? You fooled me once, now I've got to tighten up security. You kid came in and you stole a candy bar, I got to make sure I put it up on a higher shelf. Like each time an infraction occurs, stricter and stricter prohibitations, like all these things begin to occur to lock out and prevent the power falling in the wrong hands, or the wrong things being created, or the wrong people, being interfered with, like all these things, right? And nobody right now on this planet, other than me, obviously, but I'm saying can be trusted with that power, right? I can't even trust anybody to confidently or positively carry a message, right? To even have like the truth. That's what I mean. Like the best of you are still like not even breaching the 20% barrier, right? So that's, hopefully that helps, right? I'm genuinely trying to get this as simple as I can, and I feel like I'm still kind of getting the drill face a lot of times, but the gifts of the Spirit is essentially how much power can I give you, right? If I give, it's like being a CEO of a company, right? Once I found my CFO, Okay, someone who I can like really trust with all these things so much that this person's going to control the whole purse, and then I can dub him, and then I can, okay, I trust my person this much that this is going to be accomplished in the exact way I want it. Not I say this and then I come back and I got to hear the CFO try to tell me this, and this, right? And it's not necessarily being a yes man, but it is in a way, because we're not dealing with, tribunal human, your little intricate tribal things with your money changing things and like all your things. All you guys got lots of things, but I'm saying, that's great, right? That's your ticky tack Lego stuff. Like, bleh. We're talking about an elevated level of being. So even the bottom level, right? Even the new Earth state is a big elevation from where you're at right now. So that's what I mean, right? I mean, if you want to even put on the hat, that you are in kindergarten, I'm the teacher, I'm the bus driver. And when you get to your mansion and you get to the big playground, I'm going to be your tour guide. And then after I'm done with my tour guide, I'm going to then hand the most of you off to the hands of my elected people, my personally chosen ones. And then you're going to walk off following them to your own municipality, your own city state, and they're going to lead you in all things righteousness. They're going to have the same power, not on equal level or measure, but they're going to have the abilities to be a God king in a sense, and they're going to have the righteousness. And my job is I am scrubbing, and if after I've scrubbed, if I got to go scrub again, if I got to shave a sheep, if I've got to clip toenails, if I have to, whatever I have to do, right, I'm going to have my way, because that's how creation works, right? The water kept getting thick and kept doing these things. And what do I have to do, right? I have to keep going to the drawing board. I got to figure out, well, what other elements can I put into the entire ocean that's going to thin it out enough so it's actually going to absorb some water into the atmosphere, but not too much water? And then how am I going to have fresh water stored up in this place? Because, now I need currents. This is how I operate, guys. So you are a part of this creation. So get in the painting, get in my rhythm. I want to give you these gifts of the spirits. I want my chosen ones who are going to be my kings, who are going to be my elected officials, who are going to lead these pastors, these righteous people who are going to be in the new earth, and they're going to follow you. And you're going to rule over your people honestly. You're going to rule over them fairly. And your biggest responsibility is you being the chief creator deity of your area. You're going to be responsible for having the mental creativity, having the positive stamina, having the telepathic communication ability with me, and being able to be humble enough to say, okay, Father, I'm at a weird spot. I need to do this or I need to do that for my people. I'm not really coming up with the best solution. Can you help me? Absolutely, I can help you. Like, let me go over there. Let's make a week out of it. Show me all your stuff. Let me meet your people. This is the way of things. This is the way things are going to be. And so if you have issues with me, then again, whose problem is that? That's not mine, okay? And this is kind of why I laugh so much at the world, right? Because people try to push me around or boss me around or tell me this or tell me that, and it's like, guys, you don't even know who you're talking to. Your little god kings, you're talking about Messiah or whatever. Guys, until I give you spirit and you are in the new earth, I'm it. And guess what? When you get there, I'm still it. Remember, I'm the bus driver, I'm the line leader, I'm all of it, because this is not a relay race that I'm handing the baton off to anyone. You understand that? No one's getting the baton but me, because I'm going to see this thing to the level of my preference, because I'm excited about what's coming. That's another thing. I don't want people in this fear state. I don't want these small minds that these, let's be honest, like these small minds and in all these fearful little tribal groups that think they're going to come out of this standing in front of me. And then when I bring my kings forward and then you go with them and you guys literally, that's what I mean, you're not going to be there. You're not even going to be there. And this video probably ain't reaching you anyway. So I guess, sorry, I don't know. But my point is, my elect know who they are. The biggest thing is the devil is preventing you from getting to me. So these are his last tricks. So that's what I mean. It's only a matter of time. I mean, the genie's coming out of the bottle at some point in this. And thing is, when it does, a lot of people are going to get their butts handed to them. But again, the great stuff is to come, and I want my elect, my chosen, you guys know who you are. So, and that's another thing, right? So if you've been tapped and the thing is, and if you are like already getting this, trying to be over me, trying to dethrone me, you can do my job better. Like you keep saying all these things in your heart. Well, what do you think Lucifer did in the first place? The last time we did this shift, that's what I mean, guys. Everything is kind of on repeat. It's layers. You've got 24 hours in a day. You've got 12 months in a year. Everything is evolving and revolving. So your beginnings, your ends, it only depends on how much I have the time to really tell you about which epoch was what. Right now, what's applicable is we're going to be raising the roof. You're going to be moving up a level. Right? And there's going to be ones that are going to be devolving down into the underworld. The ones that are going to remain and stay with me, your kings will come to me. All things will be worked through the divine will, right? There is no more of your, human ways. There are separate issues and places and all these things for eternal rest periods. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about those who are going to ascend into the new earth, who are going to take up positions in a communal way. You're going to have that bilineal plane, all those things. That's happening on Step Up. And that's what I mean, right? So the only thing that really makes this possible or happen or anything like that is my approval, right? And who I want. And again, if you're not willing to relinquish power to me here, then why would I trust you giving you my power that you're not going to, go do some Luciferian stuff on me? See, boom, you kicked yourself out, right? All these people that, stand staunchly at my face and want to tell me about Jesus. Guys, if I sat here and said, call me Billy Bob, then you better call me Billy Bob. Like, get off the name thing. It's me, right? Take off the beard. It's me. Grow long hair. It's me. Give me brown eyes. It's me, right? Hello. Like, this is what I mean. Like, weird, I don't get that. But I'm just saying, I want to be confident, right, when I give these gifts out. Like, I want to be really sure about my people. I don't want to be giving someone this gift, right, because their future is going to be in a really important spot in my government. And you know what I mean? Am I already having issues on Earth? Like, oh, I can't get this person to even watch all the videos. Like, well, we're gonna watch one halfway, and then we're gonna go contemplate for 4.5 hours. Like, I know exactly who you are. I wish you would stop doing it because you're about to be the unelect. But that's another thing. I've got 8.4 billion choices to make, folks. So I move quickly. If you haven't figured that out by all the congregations that I've done choked and smoked, then you're already behind. Like, get on board with me. All right. I gotta go. Until next time.